Welcome back. In this week's driver profile, Shelly Unser hung out with Lenny and Frankie, the Budweiser Lizards' favorite driver, Richie Hearn.
After 2 career best 9th place finishes last season, Della Penna Motorsports driver Richie Hearn has already notched a 7th place finish at Rio and a spot at the Milwaukee Mile in this year's campaign. In this, his 3rd kart season, you could say this 27-year-old native Californian has been racing forever.
Both my parents raced before I was born, and my mom raced in the women's division of Sports Kart Club of America. They did the regular racing, and then they also did the solo events where they just go out and race against the time clock in a cone parking lot. But she raced when she was pregnant with me, probably 4 or 5 months pregnant. I'm not exactly sure, but until the seatbelts started getting a little too tight.
A winner of over 200 International Karting Federation events and 7 U.S. National Championships, Richie says his early start in racing has been very beneficial.
Just the earlier you can start in any sport, learn some of the things at such an early age that some of that stuff becomes just instant. So it's a great learning ground. It's cheap to do. There's plenty of racing. It's fairly safe, and it's a good family sport, so you get to spend a lot of time with your parents.
And thanks to a collection taken by his karting competitors, he was able to enter the famed Winfield Racing School.
They take about 500 students for the whole year, French and American, and dwindle it down to 5 for the finals, and then they have one winner. They have a runoff, and I was fortunate enough to win that.
Which was quite a feat for an American.
I was only the 2nd American to win it, and it was a real big deal to them over there because obviously it's a French school. It's sponsored by French companies, and they want a French driver, but they were really fair with me, and they really wanted the best driver to win.
The win in France, there were undoubtedly F1 aspirations.
At first, when I was over there, yes, I did, because I'm around those people, that environment. We raced at a few F1 races, the French Grand Prix. I got to go to the Monaco Grand Prix and watch. But when I came back over here to the United States and started getting involved in the American racing, I really enjoyed it probably a lot more. It's just as intense, but it's a lot more friendlier environment. And then now that I'm with kart, I'm completely satisfied to be here for the rest of my career, and because I think it's a lot more competitive, a lot more fair for the drivers. I mean, there's anybody win now. The teams are good all the way through the whole field.
Richie then found his way to John Della Penna's race team. John is a very different team owner, but not unlike Richie.
He's a very intense person, and he's very competitive like me. He doesn't want to do anything less than the best for me, for himself, for the crew. He just really wants to win really bad, and unfortunately he's different as well, where this is the only way where he makes his living as being a team owner. There's not a lot of team owners who have other businesses that they can rely on. For him, this is like all or nothing, and so there's a little more pressure on him, and I see it sometimes. But he's able to really put the program together, I think, and it's just a matter of time before I think that we can really run consistently in the top 5.
Richie and his fiancée Brenda have settled into a new home in Las Vegas, and needing time for recreation turned his dining room into a game room, pool being the center of attention. Richie and Brenda like to have a good time together and find keeping things loose works best for them.
You get along better, and if you can treat each other that way. And there's a lot of stress that goes on at the race weekend, no matter who you are. For me, there's a lot of stress. For her, there's a lot of stress. A lot of things going on she has to take care of, and obviously I'm out there driving, so it kind of takes tension off, I think, when you can kind of screw around and get on each other's nerves sometimes.
And while she isn't the only one on the track, she certainly feels the excitement.
I look forward to every race. I can't wait to get there. And I think I'm just as competitive as he is. It's him doing it, but I'm out there, and I just want him to do so good.
And he certainly appreciates her support.
It's tougher when she's not there. I mean, she's the one person that either back me up or tell me, well, no, look at it this way, or look at it. It kind of brings me down into perspective, brings everything in perspective for me.
Keeping things in perspective is what Bud E. Love, that is his karaoke stage name, does. having friends over, shooting pool, playing video games, or even head out to the local casino. While he makes his racing future, he doesn't forget his past.
I'm proud of where I came from and what I've done to get here. I had to sacrifice to get to where I am. My parents didn't have a lot of money, and it wasn't anything like I had to really work for what I got. And I feel lucky that I was able to take advantage of the opportunities given to me over my career. But now I really want to win in Champ Car really bad. It's one of those things that after the race, I'm disappointed because I still didn't win. And if next week I finish 5th or 4th or 6th or even better, I'd feel the same thing. I'd still be a little upset that I didn't win.